Well, hello there, good people. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Chris, and I resell on eBay part-time. Now, we're back sourcing again. This is the lovely little town of Totnes, as that lovely planter testifies. Totnes is a town not too far from where I live. Lovely bit of hand action there. And yeah, the last time I came here, I had no luck whatsoever. It is typically priced a little bit higher, but you just don't know what you're going to find until you give it a go. So this is the first shop that I go into. First one, Age UK I think it is. And I find this ladies jumper in the men's section. This is a brand that the Luxury Pickers, link below, got me into. This is a brand called Toast, as it clearly says on the label. £9.99, which you think, okay. But this is 100% linen. Knitted jumper. Size small, admittedly, which is about a UK 10, I believe, for ladies. I'm just checking it over for any holes because this sort of thing, holes just fester. I really don't want to be caught out by a nice hole under the armpit or something. So giving it a good look over, but I think we're good to go. And as these comps testify, should be a healthy bit of profit with this one. So yeah, what a start! What a start! Now, instead of leaving this to the end, I'm putting it in here. This is why I love charity shops sometimes. This is a proper vintage single stitch. Oh, and there's another one. Two awesome single stitch t-shirts next to each other in a shop. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Look at that graphic. Well, look at this one. It's got intentional bear claw marks. This one is obviously, of course, the Flintstones with a thread on the front. This one is like a Canadian grizzly. But you will, of course, see more of that in the pickups. Now, here is an honourable mention. I do love my surf brands. This is a Billabong, probably shower-proof jacket. £8, not too bad if you want it for yourself. But I've got enough coats. So I left this one, but it's kind of cool. Fairly new age, so not a huge amount of value to it, but cool to see anyway. Here we have what I thought were some sort of standard Levi's, but it turns out they're actually a bit special. So these are some 550s. Ignore the dimensions, doesn't matter anyway. And if I show you, if I pick it up on camera, which I hope I will, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Oh, is that going to focus? Look at that, made in Canada. So definitely got some age to them. Now, you can probably get about 30 quid for these on eBay, but for 12 quid, the margins weren't there, so I left those, but just cool to see, not the sort of standard 501. So this is Scotch and Soda. This is a good brand to look out for in terms of jeans, jumpers, jackets, that sort of thing. This plain shirt, unless you can get it dirt cheap, it's not really worth it. They only go for about sort of 15 to 17. Same with this is Jeeves and Hawks, I think it's pronounced. Now, I had a merino jumper of theirs, merino wool. Had it for the longest time, and it eventually sold for about 25 quid, so these sort of plain shirts, again, probably 15 to 17 in the right size. So for a fiver, unfortunately not worth picking up. But if you can find them for sort of a couple of quid, yeah, might be worth it. The sell-through rate isn't too bad. But yeah, as you can see, for £4.95, leaving that one unfortunately. Another interesting find, this is a Reddit, probably not official, logo on a Champion cotton sweatshirt, size medium. Now, Champion for me, not a good seller currently. I think we've reached the peak of Champion, and now it's just floundering, not doing anything on the store. So I did leave this one, but for £6, if you enjoy Reddit and are after a jumper to display your fondness, not a bad pickup. But no, I'm avoiding Champion for the time being until it picks up again. Okay, one for Frankie Harry here. I know he loves a bit of GAN. Loves picking up the GAN. These are some GAN. Are these the Jasons? Oh, I don't even know. I don't think it says. Not a bad size, 38, 34, but £7.50. No. Not enough room there at all, unfortunately. Nice condition. Not gonna lie, nice condition. but no, left those. Now, here's an interesting one, and again, a near miss, because this could have been good. Yeah, Love Moschino. Love Moschino corduroy, I think, trousers. The tags looked good. I say I'm no expert here, so let me know if I'm wrong. And £5.25. Now I didn't pick these up. You're probably thinking, Chris, what on earth are you doing? Not picking them up. Well, let me show you why. Okay, this is why. Oh, look at that. I don't know how well it's going to pick it up, but that rear area was so heavily worn. Honestly, it's like you would sit down, it would burst through, which is a shame because the rest of them were pretty good. The rest of the material was alright, all buttons present, but condition is everything with these. And okay, always check the hat. This is a Mitchell and Ness Los Angeles Lakers basketball snapback. I don't think it's as old as it appears. It's sort of like a newer issue one, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, £2. Gotta be worth more than that. And then check these out. These are in the ladies section, but they're not. They're a men's Adidas Titan. I believe they're a driving shoe. UK size 8, and they're £7. Now, the size do need a bit of a polish, but they should come up really well. Well worth a go at £7. Now, this could have been a lot better than it was. This is a Nike England Rugby home shirt, I guess. Short sleeved, size XL. I was thinking, okay, this has got to be worth a bit of coin. Do you know what? It isn't. I don't know why, but it isn't. £8 would have been quite good, but the comps were not filling me with hope. So I left this one. During a tournament, might do better, but right now, doesn't do well at all, unfortunately. The same shop as that rugby shirt. They had a selection of stuff actually, but it's had a bit of a rebranding, I think, since I last came in here, and the prices have inevitably shot up. Say £8 for an athletic department Nike jumper. Again, if you're buying for yourself, that really isn't a bad price at all, but you're probably only going to get about £20 on eBay, so yeah, not enough room in it for me, unfortunately. Then they have this quite colourful Nautica hoodie, but again, £8, not worth it. Nautica hasn't sold well for me in the past, so I tend to avoid it. But again, for yourself, fine, but not for a reseller. Now, I don't mean to bash shops because it really isn't my place to do so, but this one takes the mickey. Blue Harbour, okay? £7.50 for a Blue Harbour t-shirt. The screen's gone black. I'm not surprised. It can't cope. It can't cope with the prices. And look at this thing. Some Norwegian thing. £48! What are they smoking? I mean, it is Totnes, but £48 for what? I've never seen such optimistic pricing in all my life. This has gone straight to the top of places to avoid. Is that a deal? Yeah, I've got one of these on my shop right now, and I'm struggling to get £20 for it, let alone 25. I'm out of here. I am out of here. Never again. And moving swiftly on, Montclair. No, I thought I said Wonka. Not quite. Wonder? Oh my goodness me. Well, you know, put a hand with them. They tried. Not fooling me though. Blimmin' out. Lovely bit of arm action. What else we got in here? Adidas top. £6. Wouldn't have had that for myself, except for massive stain. That ain't coming out anytime soon. Put it back. This looked interesting. Pop bomber? No, sorry, not bomber. Harrington jacket, but it was so small. Back you go. This was cool. Again, a bit of billabong. Definitely a men's one. Kind of like look at those epaulets on the shoulders. Kind of interesting. Again, it is a fairly recent one. Not something I would wear myself. Look at that lining though. If that lining was on the outside, I'd be all over this. It's like a pair of Maya trousers. The good bit is on the inside and you can't see it. Such a shame. I think they wanted a tenner. So again, not a bad price, but I just wish that lining was on the outside. Woof! Alright, last clip then. Bit of jeans action, light trackies. Nice colourful array there. That's a bit of colour. Nothing, 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 nothing. Ooh, something. Bit of Paul. I never find Paul Smith. I'm just going to put it out there. I never see it. Now, these looked pretty knackered, but I'm pretty sure they were intentional. Yeah, some distressed jeans. Again, not the best size. They were a 33. The inside leg was really short. I just wanted to check if they were legitimate, because I know Paul Smith has its fair share of fakes out there. And do you know what? I'm still not sure they are. The wash tags do look a little bit simple, a little bit basic, but I just don't know if that's the sort of the thing. Having only had like one pair of Paul Smith jeans before, I just wasn't quite sure. But I'm pretty sure they're only a £5, so I thought, you know what? It's worth a risk. It's worth a risk. So, you might be wondering, what has sold over the last few days? Let me show you. So, these Timberland, what are they? I've got them written down here. Timberland Yorkdale Oxford Ortholite shoes. Bit of a mouthful. It's like a sort of a brogue, but they're really sort of flimsy leather. But they're Timberlands, I thought, got to be worth picking up, right? Paid £2 for these. Only gone for £17.50 on an offer. And they've taken quite a while to sell. So, would I pick them up again? Maybe, in the right condition. But I think I'll stick to the boots for now, going forward. And the deck shoes, Timberland. Again, these didn't do so well. These are some Columbia, what are they called? Omni Shield outdoor trousers. I probably should have put combat trousers in the title. I reckon I could have got more money if I had. Again, paid a couple of quid for these. They've gone for £12 plus postage on offer. Good size, 38 width, 32 inside leg. Just, yeah, they just don't sell very much, it seems. But hey, I made some profit. They're gone. I'm happy. I saw this Fujifilm FinePix S1900 digital camera, bridge camera. Paid way too much for this. I think I paid 15 quid for it, thinking it was better than it was, and it isn't. But it did come with all the pamphlets, the link cable and the AV cable were all still sealed, and the strap. So I thought, okay, I sold it as new without box, and I managed to get £30 plus postage. So clawed a little bit of profit back after tax and fees. Probably made about a £5. But look, hey, look, lesson learned, don't pay too much if you're not quite sure what it is. Research is key. So these Merrill walking boots, these had quite a bit of wear to the heel. I made that very clear in the listing. Even had a couple of questions saying, is there quite a lot of wear on the heel? Yes, you obviously haven't read the listing. But I had these up for 20 quid, had loads of watches, couple of lowball offers, which I just shooed away. They finally sold. Well, actually, they didn't take about a couple of weeks to sell. £20 plus postage, off to their new home. Happy days. Sold this Berghaus fleece. This is a just like a polyester fleece, full zip pocket. Size medium, it's not the best size. Black. Again, I paid a couple of quid for this at a car boot, and that's gone for £25 plus postage. So, yeah, these like the gilets seem to do better than the sort of sleeve fleeces. Bit strange, but maybe they're more unusual. I don't know. So that's a good bit of profit there. Another one I thought would do a little bit. Another one I thought would do a little bit better are these Nike Blazers. These are the mid premiums in what's called Total Orange. I suspect the colour probably put people off. And the condition was okay, but not the best. I probably could have cleaned them a bit better and got the soles looking a bit whiter. But again, paid a couple of quid at the car boot. These have gone for £20 plus postage on offer. So, say, good bit of profit. I just thought they'd do a little bit better than they have. Again, same thing. Paid a couple of quid for these. These are some Reebok. These are called the XO Fit low tops. Pure white. Seem to be quite a popular shoe at the moment. Again, paid a couple of quid at the car boot, and they've gone for £16 plus postage on offer. It would have gone for more, but they had a big kind of like leather that deterioration patch on the front. Now I was going to buy a leather pen that you can sort of rub on it and make it appear more sort of uniform. But I thought, I'm not spending a tenner for something that I'm going to make like an extra couple of quid on. Could use it down the line, but normally if I see that like wear patch, I'll probably leave them. And this is part of a bundle deal, so it might be. I couldn't get the money's worth out of the pen, if that makes sense. So I was happy with that. So these hotter women's walking boots. These are Gore-Tex. They're only a size 3, so that did hinder the sale price a little bit. Paid £6 for these, and they've gone for £22 plus postage. So again, not the profit I was after, but yeah, there's a fair chunk of it. I'll try and stick to larger sizes going forward. I did actually see another pair of these in another charity shop, but they were about £8, and I thought I didn't know how much these ones were going to go for, so I left them. But so I sold these Diesel Larky jeans. These are a width 32, inside leg 32. I paid less than £3 for these at a car boot sale in a nice big job lot of Diesel jeans I got. Say, less than £3 paid. They've gone for £30 plus postage, so a nice bit of profit there. Sold this Michael Kors, like a active G-Day thing, women's size small. Really wasn't sure how well it was going to do, and to be fair, I don't think I'll pick it up again because it has sat around a bit. Probably in a larger size I would. But say I think I paid £3.50 for this one, and that's gone for £15 plus postage. Took an offer because it was just languishing, so yeah, probably won't pick it up again, but it's gone. I've made profits, that's fine. Best sale of the week for sure are these authentic, can't believe I'm saying that, Stone Island Junior jeans. So these are actually a kid's trouser. They're age 14. Paid £1 for these at the car boot, which is just unheard of. They've gone for £45 plus postage, so that is a stonker of a sale. Super happy. Did have them up for 50, knowing that I'd probably take offers above 45. Someone offered me 45 yesterday. I thought, you know what? Yeah, they can have them for that. I'm more than happy. I paid £1, so I'm not complaining. Not complaining. So they're off to their new home in Newport. Final sale for now are these Puma Ignite golf shoes. Again, I wasn't quite sure how well these would do. When I bought them, they were filthy. And with filthy stuff, you can wash them up. You can wash them, and they either come out looking really good, or they expose all like the flaws. These didn't come up too badly. There weren't any holes behind the dirt. So I think I paid £3 for these. Again, like a car boot. They've gone for £25 plus postage. Again, took an offer. They were up for 30. Somebody offered me 25 and thought, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So, Totnes. I was pleasantly surprised by Totnes. As you see in the footage, quite a few cool bits there. The last couple of times I've been, it's been hopeless. I've had absolutely nothing at all. But I think now I've sort of broadened my horizons. I'm looking for more things. I'm happy to pay up for stuff that I know is going to return a bigger profit. Yeah, so on this occasion, Totnes treated me well. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you what I got. Starting off probably, we'll do this chronologically because that makes sense. So, first shop I went into. Initially I thought, oh, there's nothing here. But there was. I didn't even look through the women's section because I didn't have enough time. So, first of all, I got this toast piece. Oh, hang on, hang on, no, that's not right. Hang on. I got this toast piece. Toast. I owe the luxury pickers a thanks here because they got me into this brand, at least knowing what to look out for. It's a pretty, I'm not saying it's high end, but it's a premium brand. And the shop obviously knew what it was, or at least knew something, because it was £9.99. But this is a 100% linen knitted jumper. Now, I spent ages looking for holes. Thinking, please don't be any holes, please don't be any holes. There are a couple of pulls, but hopefully the bobble machine will get those out without leaving a hole behind it. Yeah, I'll show you the tag because it doesn't feel like linen, but I think because it's sort of knitted, it sort of disguises it. Here we go, yeah, 100% linen, size small, which isn't ideal, but it doesn't seem to matter as much for female clothing as it would for men's. As I said, £9.99, but this is good because this shop knew what it was to an extent, but there still leaves plenty of room for profit, and I like that. If only all charity shops could adopt that approach. Obviously, it would be nice to get it for less, but I appreciate their business model in that regard. So, this fairly nondescript jumper should hopefully be £40 to £45 back. Sell-through rate seems to be pretty good. I've got no issues with it being a small. Most of the ones sold seem to be around the size 10 to 12 anyway, so yeah, 10 into 45-ish. What a start. Really happy with that. So that's that one, and don't worry, I will have my piece of toast in a bit. So second shop was it Cancer Research UK? Normally a little on the pricey side, let's be honest, but found a couple of bits in there. First of all, this Los Angeles Lakers hat. So basketball team. This isn't a new era. Normally they are, but this one is from a brand called Mitchell and Ness. I think it's an older one. Going by the sort of the tags inside. I mean, it's not like vintage, but it's probably, I don't know, 15 or so years old. And that one, bizarrely, it's only £2. I thought it's got to be worth more than £2. Yeah, it probably is, but probably not a huge amount. Probably 12 to 15-ish. Popular team, that helps. Nice big size. Well, I think it's one size fits all. Snapback is fine. Embroidery is all good. Nice little embroidered logo on the rear as well. What do you call that? Brim is fine. That's the brim, idiot. Crown is fine. I don't know hats very well, even though I wear them quite a bit. Yeah, nice hat. Surely worth more than £2. Yeah, 12 to 15 hopefully. And also from that shop, again, you know, you always hear me bang on about men's stuff in the women's section and women's stuff in the men's section. Actually, the latter one happens more, but men's stuff in the women's section doesn't happen so often. But it did here. So, pair of trainers. These I thought were women's, they're not. They are men's because there are a UK size 8 and a US size 8.5. If they were women's, the US size would be, I think it's a 9.5. There's quite a big difference in numbers. These are a pair of Adidas Titans, and from what I can research, they're a driving shoe. All the little sort of bubbles on the sole, I guess, gives you better feedback when you're driving, which makes sense. There are none listed on eBay, none at all, apart from one which is a size 5, and it's very rare. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll ignore that. It seems to be more unusual though. This shoe, I guess. Yeah, driving shoes probably don't sell as well as conventional trainers. They are older. They're from 2005, and they are actually in really good condition. So the soles are. There's hardly a blemish on there. The stripes have worn a bit. The leather has sort of perished. But I think I could probably polish those up and get them looking good. So I'm confident to get them looking as good as I can. The soles, so the insoles are, yeah, immaculate. Again, they've probably been bought, worn a couple of times, stored somewhere, maybe a little bit damp. That's why the leather's sort of gone a little bit flaky. But yeah, apart from that, not much to them. As I say, a few marks to the right-hand shoe, but nothing I'm worried about. And they were £7, which is a bit of a risk, I'll admit, but must be a good 30 in there. Must be a good 30 quid. Again, might be a slower seller, that's fine, I'm happy to wait. But yeah, surely 30 quid. I might push 40 and see what happens. So not an ideal size, but again, it's probably one of those things where it doesn't matter what the size is, it's going to be a slow seller just because what it is. But it's Adidas, it's originals, they're good quality, unusual shoe. Yeah, I didn't think my money's safe there, so happy to pick those up. Right, so this was, what shop was this? Oh, so on the tag. This was a Save the Children. No, sorry, Children's Hospice Southwest. They were £5. I think these are legitimate, but please correct me if I'm wrong. So these are a pair of what I hope to be Paul Smith jeans. I don't find Paul Smith at all. Do you know what I was thinking? I was watching Charlie Pete's latest video, and he picked up some Paul Smith stuff. I thought, I've only ever picked up one other Paul Smith item. I just do not see it down where I live in the southwest of England. Just not at all. Don't see people wearing it. Don't see it in charity shops, car boots, the lot. So maybe it's like a more up north thing. I don't know. But anyway, these hopefully are Paul Smith. They say made in Italy. The tags are a little bit dubious. There aren't many of them. So that's what sort of threw me off a little bit. You've got that one, which might be okay. And then you've got that really sort of flimsy one there. So I'm hoping they're legitimate, but there's a chance they might not be. But the quality is really good. That's what sort of drew me to them. And they are distressed. as we can see, they are pretty distressed. And the hems of the legs, down the legs, even to the sort of bits of the pockets. But so the quality is really good, so that's what makes me think they are legitimate. Little Paul Smith tab on the side there. Again, the rear has sort of my thumb's in the way, things in the way, but a little tab there. All the buttons say Paul Smith on them, all the little sort of embroidered button bits. Button flies all present. As I said, they were £5. Hopefully 30 odd quid there, I want to say, hopefully. It's even got, and this is as this sort of stumped me in the shop, I thought these were stains, but I'm pretty sure they're intentional. Look how just uniform they are across the legs. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but it's like either somebody brushed like oil onto them, or they came like that, and I'm pretty sure they came like that. But again, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're almost too uniform to be not unintentional, if that makes sense. So I'm going to list them as they are, as distressed and worn, whatever. Yeah, hopefully 25 to 30, let's say. That'll be nice. But say, Paul Smith, hardly ever see it, so what I do, I'll pick it up if the price is right. But, find of the day. Not necessarily the biggest return, but just because what they are, I think I can save it for most people that stuff like this is why we charity shop. It's stuff that you wouldn't normally expect to find anywhere, and they're just super cool, like super cool. And this made my lunch break. So, without further ado, oh yeah, actually I'll put that on there. I'll say that for a minute. This is awesome. So this is a true vintage. I mean, look at that Fruit of the Loom tag. Early 90s, single stitch. What did that say? Grizzly Country t-shirt from Up the Creek Garment Company. It has intentional like bear claws on the front and the rear. I thought it was a Halloween t-shirt initially, but it's not. It's like it's if you got mauled by a grizzly bear, which is a bit grisly in itself. And look at the print. Absolutely astonishing. It's got a little hit on the side as well. Adams, Igloo, Smithers, BC. Oh, maybe Smithers, British Columbia, I'm guessing. That's a province in Canada, isn't it? Just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I'll put you out of your misery. That was £4. It's not perfect. There are a couple of holes to the rear, almost like moth holes. So, I mean, I know there are holes there as well, but they're intentional, they aren't. Where am I going to price that? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not going to keep it, but it's just awesome. I'm probably going to go high on this one. Maybe 35? No, that's probably a bit too high, given the holes in the bottom. Maybe 30, see where we go. But I can't find anything on it. There is just nothing. There are similar ones, but not with the sort of claw marks and the sort of fake blood. Just so good. But this next one might be even better. Might be. Look at this. Oh my. What can I say? Bedrock Blues with the man himself, Fred Flintstone. Is that like a George Michael kind of parody there, next to the jukebox, with the little like dinosaur bird as the needle? Must be a George Michael thing. Bedrock Blues. Now this one actually has a date on it. Look at that, 1990. So that's older than me, and it's in probably better condition than me as well, to be honest. This is on an Argo Sport tag. Never heard of Argo Sport. 100% cotton, made in USA, and again that was £4. So again, I'm gonna be pushing high on this one. 30, 35 maybe. Lovely big size. This one doesn't have any holes in it at all. Like no blemishes I can see whatsoever. Again, single stitch. Oh, I wish they had more. I wish they had more, but they only had two. And to be fair, I'm happy. I'd be happy with one single stitch, let alone two, especially with graphics that good. But yeah, the quality is just, it's so good. I'm not going to keep it. I might wear it a couple of times, take some photographs, but No, I'm going to sell that. It's just, knowing me, I sort of ruin it somehow, so definitely going to a new home, but this is why a charity shop. Absolutely beautiful. What can I say? There we go. So yes, Totnes. I've been neglecting Totnes. It's literally just down the road from me. Like, I don't think I've been thrifting there in over a year. So I kept thinking, oh, it's more expensive, there's nothing there. But honestly, looking round, thinking just the eclectic nature of, well, one, the people that live there, and two, the stuff that was there. You would have seen the footage, there's loads more I didn't pick up. There were those Love Moschino corduroys that were really worn on the back, so I left those. There was that Champion Reddit sweatshirt, but I don't really use Reddit, and it was a medium, it was a bit small, and £6 is probably a good price, but I could find nothing on it, so I left it. But just cool pieces that you wouldn't find elsewhere. I find like there's more of a, I don't know, there's a higher chance of finding cool things in Totnes than there is, let's say, in my local town that's typically not particularly good. So yeah, Totnes, I apologise, I doubted you. I will be going back sooner than the length of time between the last visit and now, if that makes sense. So that's that. Happy, really, really happy. So last week I went hunting unexpectedly. I found a charity shop that I had no idea existed in a sort of local-ish village. I thought, blimmin' heck, not on Google Maps, nothing. Only knew about it because, weirdly, my line manager said that, oh yeah, the local shop's just down there past the charity shop. What charity shop? What charity shop? So, lunch break, of course, I was heading down there, intrigued to see what was in there, and do you know what? It was awesome. It was like a proper old school throwback charity shop where the prices are pretty low. It's a good selection of stuff. If you're a child, you can get a free toy or a free bit of uniform. Really cool, charity focused, also community focused charity shop. So looking through the racks and the rails, and yeah, I got some cool bits. So I spent just under £20. A couple of things were priced up. A couple of musto bits. I was like, that's a bit weird. But yeah, really happy with what I got. Some nice profit here, potentially, and all for a good cause. So, first of all, I got this book on Ford Escort rally cars. I was going to keep it for myself, but I'm not going to because I've got far too many books and I needn't keep it. This is the only one I can find. Well, this copy is the only one listed on eBay currently. My example. There are first and second editions, but this third edition, there aren't any at all, so not quite sure how to price it, but I've basically gone on the internet, seen what they've been selling for on other sites, and it's around £25, so I've stuck it up for that with offers plus postage, and then we'll see what happens. But that was 50p, so literally no hot. I've invested hardly anything, so yeah, I can happily wait on it for a bit. So that was that. One thing for me is this fat face quarter zip. I've been after one of these for ages. This sort of it's not terracotta, which is sort of this pale red colour. Quarter zip, size double XL, nice and baggy fit, nice thick cotton outer, and then like a sort of like more polyester fleece line inner. Fits really well. That was £3, but that one is staying with me. So to sell, sticking with fat face, I've got this fat face fleece. Bit of a tongue twister, fat face fleece. It's fairly nondescript. No sort of external branding apart from little fat face logo there. And there's a star on the arm. Bit strange. This is also a fairly big size. So size extra large. I don't know what year it's from. But the material composition is pretty good. We have 38% wool, 38% polyamide, and 24% polyester. So yeah, hopefully that adds to the sale price. That one was again £3. Lovely condition. Can't find any sort of flaws with it. The arms are a slightly different colour, more like a grey. Lovely and soft. I would have hoped a good £20 on that one. Hopefully, I'll aim for that and see what happens. But yeah, from £3. That'd be a nice return. Staying with fleeces, this is a, whoops, I've unzipped it. Got a bit of Berghaus. There we go, nice Berghaus full zip fleece. Is only a size medium, so would have liked a bigger size, but you can't Can't be picky, can you? It is an older one. It's not a vintage one. It does have that sort of high performance product logo. Say 100% polyester. Nice red colour. Full zip. Main zip, I guess you call it. Zips up fine. Additional zip pockets. This one was a bit more. This one was £5. Absolutely fine. Again, maybe 20, 25. I'll aim for 25, and then we'll see what happens. But I do tend to avoid the Berghaus fleeces that are just bog standard, like quarter zip, no pockets. I think they're a bit saturated. There's not a huge amount going for them. As much as I love Berghaus, I find them hard to sell. But I find the more zip pockets, the more sort of features seem to do a bit better. So yeah, I'll aim for 25, but we'll see what happens. But that should hopefully fly out, given we're coming into the autumn-winter months. Right, one more thing. This is probably by far my favourite thing. This is one of my favourite pickups for a while, actually. Well, okay, let me show you the tag first. So it's a vintage Marks & Spencer St Michael sweatshirt, okay? And it's £3.50, and it is a size small. That's the only caveat. It is a size small, but look, it's got the Premier League embroidered on there. And where are we? On the sleeve. It's also got that on the sleeve. How cool is that? I can't find anything about this at all. You type in Premier League sweatshirt, you just get a load of like team sweatshirts. But it's definitely old. I mean, the Premier League started what, 1992, I believe. I can't remember when St Michael's stuff stopped at Marks & Spencer, but it's got to be from the early 90s. Really, really cool. And to be fair, even though it's a size small, it's probably more of a medium. It's quite a nice size. But yeah, I can find nothing about this. Again, £3.50. So, I don't know. It's just a cool bit of memorabilia, isn't it? I have no idea what this is going to go for. But I'm going to start high, because obviously you can start high and come low. You can't start low and go high. So I don't know. I might start at 40. That's probably laughable, isn't it? But somebody might want it for 40. Maybe. I say, I couldn't find nothing about it. No pictures, nothing. Nothing at all. So, yeah. Really cool piece. So, we'll see what happens with that one. Nice. Really happy to see it. So unexpected. I had no idea that charity shop was lurking there. So glad that all panned out. Just a sort of little update. No more car boots this year. That is it. Technically, the season's still running, but I mean, this morning, for instance, it doesn't get light until 7 o'clock. I'm not going to be hunting around in an hour of darkness, even if it's like fair weather. I just can't be bothered. So I'll leave any bargains out there for other people. I'm done. I'm done for the season. So yeah, charity shops going forward. I'll get to them when I can, but say the pickups will be fewer and further between going forward. So apologies, it's just the way it is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Do the usual, leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, take care, and I'll see you soon, goodbye.